Look, there's no successful exit from corporate to entrepreneurship without a clear financial strategy. And that strategy is not really about money. It's about understanding what you need to live, while you are launching your business. Welcome to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi Ajibade, the podcast that empowers corporate professionals ready to break free and transition into entrepreneurship with confidence and clarity, as well as business owners looking to grow and scale their businesses. If you're exhausted from building other people's dreams, leaving you little time or energy to focus on what truly matters to you, you are in the right place. Each week, we provide actionable strategies, expert interviews, and real-life success stories to help you turn your ideas into thriving business. Ready to take bold, clear steps toward life and business you deserve? Let's get started. Your dreams deserve a financial strategy, not just a vision board. And I'm not knocking down vision board. I still use vision board. But my question is, are your finances aligned with your corporate exit plan? Are your finances aligned with your corporate exit plan? So welcome to part 2 of the 3-part series, the 90-day shift, how to make your corporate exit plan a reality. In part 1, we explored the mindset transformation that is needed for you to step out of the employee identity into a new business owner mindset, a new CEO mindset. And today we are going to really talk about money, because money, if we don't properly address that, your finances, if we don't address your finances, it can stop your exit plan totally. So my other questions to you as we look into part 2, the money plan, building financial confidence before you exit. So today we will be talking about building financial confidence before you exit. So have you ever thought of these questions? Do I have enough money saved before I leave my job? What if the business doesn't make money fast enough? How will I live? How will I live? How will I pay my monthly expenses? The other question is, how do I plan financially for the unknown? Because in business, the only constant that we have in business as entrepreneurs is the different changes that will come your way. So now, what is the purpose of that money plan? Look, there's no successful exit from corporate to entrepreneurship without a clear financial strategy. And that strategy is not really about money. It's about understanding what you need to live while your business is, while you are launching your business. And also, when you launch your business, you might need more money than you originally thought about. Now, so that money plan is really important to help you focus on the possibilities that can come in entrepreneurship. It's not for you to panic, but for you to really have a clear strategy so that you can really see the possibilities in your next phase of life. So, what are the elements of a strong exit money plan. And I will share 5 with you. Number 1, calculate your monthly living expenses. Number 2, build a safety net. Number 3, audit and trim your expenses. Number 4, start building revenue now, even before you exit. Then number 5, get financial guidance. Get financial guidance from a tax strategist, an accountant, and all that. So let me go back to number 1. Calculate your monthly living expenses. It's important that you really sit down and calculate how much you spend on a monthly basis for your living expenses. Now, you need to know how much you will need for your personal expenses. And if you already started the business on the side, how much are you spending for the business expenses? And also, we all know that prices are not the same. So take time to just include 10 to 15%, in case by the time you exit, by the time you move fully into entrepreneurship, you have a cushion. The number 2, build a safety net. Now, for the first 12 months of 18 months, I always say between 12 and 18 months, save living expenses for 12 to 18 months in a separate savings account, so that when you start the business and you are not generating income immediately, those expenses will be there for your use. You might also add some startup funding if you are going to be in your corporate job and you start your business on the side. So what are some startup runway or some startup amounts that you will need? Then number 3, audit and trim. Now, this is so important. I don't know about you. How many subscriptions do you have? And I'm sure many of you don't know. I didn't know, because some of the subscriptions were so little, like $1.99. Some will be like $4.99. Some might be $19.99. And you have those subscriptions that you really don't know. So I will encourage you and challenge you to go and find how many subscriptions and see if you can exit. The goal is to trim where you are bleeding money. Trim it, audit your expenses, and then you rephrase your spending, because you are going to be investing in a business. So you have to reframe how you spend. What sacrifice will you make as you are going to be building a safety net for 12 to 18 months of living expenses? And I will, for those of you, I love coffee. I love coffee. I think every morning I drink about 4 cups of coffee because my own cup of coffee is actually 20 ounces. So that's a lot, or more than 20 ounces. So I love coffee. But my question is, can you make coffee at home and save $6 that you will spend at Starbucks? Can you drink your coffee at home? Can you pack your lunch to work? What can you do to reduce, to trim how much you are spending so that you can save towards your, when you start your business, towards your vision, towards building a dream, towards building your legacy? What can you do? If you don't know how to cook, I understand, but what can you do to reduce your eating out? Because I think that is where we spend a lot of money. And what other things can you do? Can you reduce the occurrence? Maybe if it's 5 times a week, can it be 2 times? Can it be 3 times? So audit and trim. Then number 4, start building a revenue now. If you know that what you can save on a monthly basis towards your 12 to 18 months of living expenses, if you know is not enough, can you take a side hustle. So don't wait until you start a business before you start to generate income. What can you do right now to generate income that will give you freedom to start your business? Okay. And if you have little offers, for those of you who are technically knowledgeable, what can you do online that can really help you? Can you do consulting? Can you do coaching? What is it that you can do? What can you do to really start generating revenue now towards your savings? Remember, you are still on your full-time job, so you might not have a lot of hours, but you have some. So what can you do to build your revenue? And number 5 is get financial guidance. I think this is so important. If you are not in the financial space, please hire somebody, hire a tax strategist, hire a CPA who understands entrepreneurship, and let them help you build something. Look, whatever you spend to hire them is not a waste. Is not a waste. Now, what are some common financial fears? Because I know there are a lot of fears when it comes to finance. How do I finance myself? How will I not leave my family out in the cold? What can I do so that I can still help? I can still support my family so that I don't sacrifice my family for a business that I want to start. And look, the first thing is to really bring your family into what you are thinking about. So let them be part of it, so that if you are saying everybody will need to pack their lunch, you won't have somebody that will kick and scream because it's like, no, I don't want to do it. But they will know that they're doing it. There's a reason why they're doing it. Let them into your plan for your business. And when some fears come to you like, oh my goodness, what if I run out of money and I'm still not able to have enough, my business is still not able to generate enough income for me? I want you to always reframe those fears that come to you. You can say, with a plan that I made with my CPA, I will manage my money. I will not let my money manage me. What if the business, another fear is, what if the business doesn't grow fast enough? Reframe that and say, growth is a process. I will start small. I will test the market. I will do a soft launch, and I will get feedback from my potential clients, and I will grow from there. Another fear is, what if I don't replace my salary quick enough? Yes, I know what that means. You can reframe and tell yourself, I'm building a legacy. I'm not just building a paycheck. I'm building a legacy. I'm going to follow what I'm doing. I'm going to take action. I'm going to pick up maybe a side hustle, whatever it is that you can do to not allow fear to overcome you, to not allow fear to derail you from living that dream, making that vision come to reality. You don't need to be rich to start a business. You need a plan to grow that business. There's some business that wouldn't need a lot of money. There's some business that would need a lot of finances. You would discuss that with your CPA or your coach, how to source, how to collaborate, where to get funding from, and all that. Now, when I started, there's some things that I did, like hiring a coach early, hiring some people to do some things for me. And I told you how I was overwhelmed by doing my flyers and stuff like that. And that was taking too much of my time. So I had to invest in some people in Fiverr. In fact, I got some very good people that do that job for me in Fiverr, and some other people who are not in Fiverr that I can always run to help me. And I remember one of my clients, that she was struggling with money, especially how much will I have enough money? Will the business grow to give me enough money to live on a monthly basis? So what the session I had with her, what we did is for her to write down her monthly living expenses. Everything. Look, this was an eye-opener for her. I mean, she saw things that, why am I spending this? Why am I doing this? What? So she was able to trim and reduce, and she saw that she was good. The fear of, oh my goodness, will I replace my salary quick enough? Will the business grow quick enough for me to live on? She really sitting down with her and writing those things down really gave her the confidence that, you know what, I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Will I make some sacrifice? Yes. Am I ready to make a sacrifice? Yes. And when I make that sacrifice, it's towards building my dream. It's towards building a legacy for myself. Now, I want you to follow me on Instagram and write mindset on Instagram, and I will also send you what I sent before for people that watch part 1. I will send you something that will help you towards that. And let me actually tell you what I'm going to send you. It's going to be a 5 mindset shift every entrepreneur must make. The 5 mindset shifts every entrepreneur must take. So I'm going to send that to you. Just comment mindset on my Instagram and I will send that to you. Now that your mindset and your money are aligned, so what exactly do you do in the 90 days, either before your exit or 90 days towards your exit? Because some of you are ready you can make that exit in 90 days. Some people are not ready. But what would you be doing in the next 90 days towards your business, towards building a business, towards building a brand, towards making your dream come true, towards making that thing that you have dreamt about for so long, making that a reality? I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi Ajibade. I hope this episode gave you the clarity and inspiration to take the next step in your entrepreneurial journey. If you're a corporate professional feeling stuck or unfulfilled, and you are thinking about starting your own business, but find yourself asking, how, what, where, who, or when, I invite you to download my special curated guide, Transition from Corporate Professional to Entrepreneur, the 10-step guide for success. This guide is designed to make your transition smoother and less stressful. Afterward, schedule a clarity call to map out your personalized success path. We invite you to write a review, like, and share this episode with anyone who needs this information. See you in the next episode.